Hello, my name is Oliver Perga, and I'm gonna teach you how to scramble the Rubik's clock. So, first of all, to scramble the clock officially, you have to find the Scramble sheet, which is available on the video description. But if you want to find it yourself, you can also search it for on speedcubing.com. Go for VCA regulations, and there that's the scrambling part. It's part 4, and there you can find the clock also. Once you have the scramble sheet, you can see it's quite different from 3x3, so it really needs some explanation because the notation is different. But it's not that hard. Once you learn it, you will be able to use it quite easily. So let's start with the notations. The clock has different parts of a Rubik's Cube, obviously. First of all, it has 4 yellow pins in the middle. Each pin has 2 different positions. It could be pushed up, like this, and it could be also pushed down, which is like this. And it's obviously the it's a pushed up position in the other side, but we will scramble with one side only, so we don't care about the other side. So pushed up and pushed down, and by the names it got the letters. For example, the pushed up is signed with a big U, so the capital U means that the pin is pushed up, and for the little d it means it pushed down. And that's for the pins. And then we are going to the corners, which we are actually using to scramble the clock. The clock has 4 corners. Each works with the variation of the pins, so we will use them to scramble the clock. And for the corners, we have to know the direction of the scrambling, which will be positive or negative, or as in a clock it's clockwise or anti-clockwise, and we have to know the amount of scrambling. So for example, let's see an example scramble to make it easier. For example, in the first part we have the position of the pins, which is the 2 pins in the top should be pushed up, so it's a big U and it's a big U also, and the 2 pin in the bottom should be pushed down, so it's little d's. I hope you can see it. Sorry for the bad lighting. And for the directions we have 2. First is little u says -1, which means anti-clockwise 1, and that's for the pushed up pins. So we'll take 1 corner, doesn't matter which one, and we will turn the corner 1 time anti-clockwise, and that is -1. So again, 1 time anti-clockwise, that's -1. And for the little d, we will turn the clock 1 time clockwise, so d equal 1 means we turn one of these pins 1 time clockwise. So that was the first one. We are going to the second, which has another position of the pins. It says the left pins should be pushed down and the right pins should be pushed up. So we have the position. Now going to the directions. It says little u -2. That means we are turning the right pins 2 times anti-clockwise. 1, 2. And d2 also -2, so 2 times anti-clockwise. 1, 2. And we are going on. Position of the pins, it's different. It's very easy to figure out. The positions are going in a circle, so it's quite easy to follow. So little u says -2, 2 times anti-clockwise. D says 4, so I will use one of these pins to turn it 4 times clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, again and again and again. Next positions, left pins pushed up, right pins pushed down, and we are doing up 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and the down pins 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we are going to the next one, which is a bit different, but very easy to figure out also. So, only one pin is pushed down, which is in the left up corner. And we are using any of the corners, really any of them, to turn it 3 times anti-clockwise. To prove it that it doesn't matter, I will use both. I will use all of them. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, going to the next. This pin pushed down, and use any other corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one. 1, 2, 3. So we got the second type of the scrambling. We are going to the third type, which we have to do all the pins push up, so they are like all big U's. We'll do -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got it, and we push all the pins down, and we do +5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After you scramble the clock correctly, you have to make sure, of course, that it's okay. So we have a result sheet for each side. We have it in the bottom of the scramble. It says result front, and you have to check the clocks. So go like 7, 7, 1, 7, 5, 2, blah blah blah, and you have to check each side. And as you can see, both sides are correct, and that is what we wanted. So if we got this, we will use the security or the safety pin position to make sure that the clock is in a solvable position, so none of the pins are like halfway pushed, which is quite annoying when you're in an official competition, and you want to try to solve it, and it doesn't work because the pin is on the way. So you have to make sure that all the pins are totally pushed down or pushed up. And if you're judging clock, very important to put down the clock in the table as a standing position. So don't put down like this, because as you can see, it causes the unliked cases. So make sure to put the clock in a standing position on the table. And if you want to learn to solve the Rubik's clock, link in the description. And if you want to learn to solve it faster, also link in the description. And I hope you find it useful, and I hope you will be able to scramble the Rubik's clock from now on. Okay, again, the Basfies, good luck and have fun.